Mondays through Fridays, 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. in the newsroom. You can't afford to miss it.
Welcome to in the newsroom on OSBC television on what Yusuf is my name. Yes, this argument about how many years should president be spending in office has been on for more than 20 years. Some have at the time the other proposed 4 years a single term, some 5 years single term. Now the argument is now on a 6-year single term for the president. Yeah, I have my colleague here, Sunday. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Good evening.
You must welcome. Yeah, the argument it has always been that when governors or presidents spend 2 terms, there is this tendency that for the first term they do very well. By the time they get re-election, they begin to do it the way they like. That is some people's argument that instead of allowing them to go for a second term, that is a governor or president spend 5 years straight term or 6 years straight term, do whatever you want to do, pack your bag and baggage and leave the government house. So the argument is coming out that the president should spend just a 6 year single term and leave instead of 4 years of 2 terms. 8 years of 2 terms. Yes.
Well, it takes 2 to tango.
All right.
Why the idea of spending 6 years single term is applauded by some sections of Nigeria or some elderly statesmen. Some argued that it should be 8 years, 2 terms of 4 years each.
Okay, so that is 2 terms of 8 years.
2 terms of 8 years. But be that as it may, the idea behind it is that some governors, after 4 years, they relax. Even some will not perform within the first 4 years. Still, they will be re-elected. So, as far as I'm concerned, and some people are concerned, the idea behind 6 years single term is better. But still, some will, if you cry from now till eternity, some will not perform. But I think the House of Rep rejected the idea. Based on certain reasons, as far as I'm concerned, that after 3 years, the performance of that governor will be subjected to review. That the governor will kind of do analysis of his first term of 3 years. That if after the analysis is done, the House is not satisfied, that that governor or that president's process of impeachment will commence. Probably that is why it is rejected. But one thing that I know is the idea behind that is that if after 6 years another person will come in, then it will go round quickly.
Go round where? Go round what?
For example, now if it's after 6 years, another zone, it will go to another zone. We have 3 senatorial districts in each state. So within 18 years...
No, we are talking about the presidency now.
The presidency is 6 years, it will go to the north.
6 geopolitical zones.
6 geopolitical zones. Some are even advocating that it should be within
north and south.
They are even talking about
rotational presidency.
The rotational presidency, that 6 years after. Between the north and the south. The north is north central, then the south, southeast, southwest, and things like that. Some are even saying it should be rotated. Rotation should go into all the geopolitical zone of each geopolitical zone of each state. Okay. For example, now, from the north, we have north central,
northeast,
northwest. Even within north, we still have some. How do I describe it? Within the north, we still have north central,
northwest.
There are even some tribal. There are even some tribes that are minority in each. That after the majority tribe is always taking the shots, but they want it to be done in such a way that even after for example, now after the majority, that the minorities should even have a shot into that office by extension, so that no geopolitical zone, no ethnic group will be alienated from that coveted office. I think so that it will go around quickly.
Yes, to me that would be a pretty difficult thing to do. We have well over 200 ethnic groups in Nigeria. So let's come to the south now. Even let's come to the southwest. You have to come to the southwest. We're talking about 6 states, and when we talk to Osun, we have the Oyos, we have the Ijeshas, we have the Ibolos, the Ora people and the rest of them.
Yeah, very close to
Kogi axis. So even within Osun, we have those 3 major, tribes. So let's now go to Ogun.
So we have Ijebu. What I'm saying is, for example, now if Eba takes its shots, any time that it's coming back to that Ogun State, it should go to another tribe. But if it's 8 years, it will take a longer time. But the idea behind the six single term is that after 4 years, some governors realize they will not perform. Even if you give them 6 years, they will still not perform. So that is the issue behind it. But it has been rejected by the House of Representatives, probably based on certain things as enshrined in the Constitution. And there has, according to that document, certain sections of the Constitution has to be amended. And if it is amended, if the House of Assembly is not satisfied with the performance of that governor after 3 years, they will now commence process of impeachment. And the House of Assembly could be influenced by some people. It will make it easier for that governor to be removed easily. Probably that is why it has never seen the light of the day. That is why the House was against it. Only God knows.
In any case, I doubt if such a thing, will see the light of the day. Because if we say, okay, let them spend 6 years and go, okay, I have that assurance I'm going to spend 6 years, and I can't do it anyhow. If after 3 years anybody will want to. The question is this: Sunday, how easy will it be? I belong to Party B. I control majority in the House of Assembly, or I control majority in the National Assembly. Who will initiate the impeachment process? Who will vote?
This is Nigeria.
That's what I'm saying. So look at
the case of Oyo State during the time of
Ladoja
and versus Adeleke. How many people impeached?
That was not democracy. That was not it. That was gangsterism.
And what happened if it will not play out? If this case
exactly why I too don't support that idea that after 3 years you commence an impeachment process. So which means we
just governor is underperformed.
Let him spend his 6 years or whatever.
Whether he performs.
No, let him spend 6 years and go. Since we have agreed that the governor should spend what? Should spend 6 years. It's as simple as that. How do we explain to the whole world that in an assembly of 30 members, 11 lawmakers impeach or 9 lawmakers impeach the government? How do we explain that?
That is Nigeria for you.
Yes, this must change.
Yes.
There must be an improvement.
Yes.
That is it.
So things to change.
But
the Godfathers, look at what is playing out in Rivers State. The Godfathers is as a result of Godfatherism. They are in control of majority of the members.
Really?
And they have to do the bidding of
that
Godfather. So that's the problem. So there is need for things to change. And let's hope
things will change.
Things will change.
And in the next 2-3 minutes, members of the Nigerian Labour Congress LC and Trade Union Congress AUC today marched to the governor's office, Abere, to thank the governor of Osun State, Senator Ademola Adeleke, for penning the signature to the new minimum wage. And that was by a way of showing appreciation to the governor, isn't it?
Of course not. To whom much is given, much is expected. The governor has been trying, to some ministers before his swearing, the idea was that
this would be a dancing one.
And he's surprised.
Not that it surprised some people, it disappointed some people.
Let me say it disappointed.
Many people. With this performance, I will, and I will even surpass your expectations.
Yeah, of course. Now we have surpassed them. Look at which areas do we even public affairs comment. Those armchair critics.
Public affairs commentators,
yes.
Their own is to criticize. But now they know that how will they criticize this man?
In this situation, they applauded the government.
Of course, they have to.
Just like Oliver Twist,
who just has more.
They only say, the governor has tried. They don't have any reason to fault him, but he has to do more in certain areas, which is even already in pipeline, and that area is in terms of education.
There is something we must know, that no governor can do it all.
Look, within 2 years, look at what he has done.
Even after 8 years, Mr. Sunday, we cannot say he has completed everything. But let us see.
But he is surprised
and disappointed so many people.
He surprised so many people, and he disappointed. The disappointment is in terms of he cannot perform.
And here
we are. Look at what he has done. Do you want to talk about workers' welfare? Do you want to talk about
pensioners'
welfare?
Infrastructure, particularly road.
Even welfare of everybody in the state. If a salary earner collects salary, people in the market they will give back to the market, to buy from them to the market, and they will also laugh. And there are certain things we want to do when there was no money, but as soon as there is money, we do it. Many people, the artisans, also will laugh. But in a situation whereby you refuse to give workers their dues, you refuse to promote them, they are stagnant. You give them a take home that cannot take them.
No promotion as and when due.
Definitely, many people will feel the impact. And as it is, people in the town will feel the impact. The governor has
done very well. And there is one thing some people are saying, and I've come to tell them, no, the governor won't do that. I say, okay, yes, he has checked up minimum wage to 75,000, and maybe he's going to collect it by way of tax. I say, no. the governor won't do that. The governor won't give us so much and then collect it back with what? With tax. We are not saying workers should not pay tax, but I am not sure the governor is going to jack up the tax so that the minimum wage will have no effect at the end of the day.
Even with the present tax reform bill, any salary that is not up to, that is within the range of 1 million will not be, it's not taxable.
That is it.
That is, so what are we talking about? The governor is not as wicked as that. Give you money with one, with
and
the right
collect
hand
it back
with left hand. No, the governor is, it's not a person. Somebody who took it upon himself, even when the allocation was nothing to write home about, paid backlog of salaries. Look at the performance in terms of pensioners. Look at what he paid within 2 years. Mm-hmm. Look at what an administration paid within 12 years. You can. So I don't think
the difference is clear.
That is just the summary. Yeah. So
thank you so much, Sunday, for coming on the newsroom. Tomorrow, join us at the same time, same station on in the newsroom. Oluwatoyin Yusuf is my name. Enjoy the rest of your day. Good evening.
Mondays through Fridays, 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. in the newsroom. You can't afford to miss it.